Today we're going to be talking about how to do a draft order. So I'm starting off on the back end of my Shopify store here, and let's go to orders and then go down to drafts. Now, before I create a draft order, what is a draft order? A draft order is an order that you are creating for a customer. So if there was some sort of delay or somebody called in, something of that nature, then you can create the order for the customer and send it off to them. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I'm going to click create an order. So first things first, we're going to want to add a product to the order. So we can actually either search or we can browse our products. Depending on how many you have, one might be easier than the other. For now, let's just say that we're going to be selling them or sending them an invoice for a small stylish blazer. So we're going to add that to the order. There we go. Let's say it was a late delivery. So let's say that we want to add a discount. You don't have to add a discount at all, but if something happened or whatnot, you can add a discount if you want. You can add a flat amount or you can add a percentage. For this example, we're just going to add a flat amount. So let's take $10 off. And let's say the reason is because of late delivery. There we go. So one thing to note is that anything that you put in here in terms of why the discount was applied will actually show up for the customer. So they will actually see that it was a late delivery. You don't have to put anything in there, but know that it will be seen by the customer. Now that is quite the opposite of what you can put in for notes here. Any notes that you put in won't be seen by the customer. So this is for you internally so that you can make sure that you know what's going on. You can look up that order and be like, oh, okay, that's why I created it. Let's say that it was unavailable at time of purchase. There we go. Like I said, customers will never see that. We do want to add shipping, but let's click on this, for example, and see that because we haven't selected a customer yet, Shopify doesn't know what to charge for shipping. So you can put in a custom rate, but the easiest way to go about it is to actually add a customer first. So we can find that our customers are up here, and if this is a past customer, then we can search for them directly because any customer that makes a purchase on your store will automatically get stored, or we could create a new customer. Now, I mean, I could go through this, but it's very self-explanatory. In this case, just to make things a little bit faster, we're just going to select a customer who's already made a purchase on our store. There we go. So now that we have a shipping address, when we go to add shipping, you'll see that our rates already show up there. So let's say that we do want to charge shipping and we want to charge standard shipping for this. We can apply that. And there you go. Now taxes would automatically be applied to this, but because this is a demo store, they're not. So at this point, we're basically done. There are a couple extra things that you can do. For example, you can reserve the item for a specific amount of time so that that specific products or any products that are on this order will be held. They'll not be available to be purchased by other customers on your online store until a certain time and date. You can also add custom items. So let's say that we wanted to send them, a mug and for free just because we feel bad and we want to give them a free mug. So we're just gonna leave this as free for now. This is a free item, and we're just gonna save that there. So you can see it doesn't have an image because this is a completely custom thing, and we're just gonna give them one of that. Another thing that you can do is add tags. Now, tags aren't anything that you need to add, but they can be useful for you in the back end to help organize your orders. The customer will never see any tags that you add, but you can add whatever tags you want to. So in this case, let's just say that this is urgent. We could type in whatever we want and make it a new thing. For now, we're just going to say urgent. See, that's popping up there. Okay, so at this point, we're going to click save because we want to make sure that we've saved all our good work. If anything gets closed, we still have this draft order. Now, we kind of have two options here. The first is to email the customer an invoice, and this is typically what you're going to want to do. You do have other options. Let's say that this was paid in advance at your brick and mortar store or some other means. Let's say that you're waiting on them, or you can actually go ahead and pay with credit card for the order. Like I said, most of the time you're going to want to email the customer the invoice. So I'm going to click on that. And Shopify is going to automatically create an invoice for us. And we'll see that in just a second. However, if there's any other messages that you want to add to the customer, you can enter them right here. We're going to leave that blank. And let's see what this would look like from the customer's perspective. So this is the type of email that they would receive. It shows them what's in their order, and it shows that it was late delivery on the discount, like we had talked about before. You notice it doesn't show the notes, it doesn't show the tags, and then it shows you the information about where it's shipping to, and all that good stuff. So I could send this off, but right now this is a completely artificial customer, so I'm going to click on cancel for that. But I am going to show you what they would receive. So there you go. Here's an example of what they would receive. Same thing as you saw in the other window, but let's actually go through and complete that purchase. Great, so it pulls them directly to the checkout. It's got everything customized as it is. And because this is a demo store, I can just put in that this is going to be a successful purchase. That's just a 1. And we're just going to add a random security code. And they can check out as if it was the checkout of your own store. There we go. So let's go back to our store and see what's happened here. So let's go back to our draft orders. Now this was the draft order that I created previously to show you what it would look like on the customer side of things. You'll see that just like our other one, it was sent off. And now that it has been completed by the customer side of things, it's actually transitioned into an actual order. So I can click on that, and there we go. This is exactly what you'd see in one of your standard orders. At this point, you can go through the whole process of completing that order, shipping it off to the customer, that sort of thing. It is now an official order that you can find in your list right here. Looking to improve your store? Hire a geek. We offer individual store optimizations, one-on-one training, as well as workshops. Check out the description below for more information.